Hey, it's Drew Bennett from Ben Spark Family Adventures, and I'm doing something different today. I'm actually doing a collaboration with my friend Becky from Week99er, and this is actually part 2 of a 2-part interview with each other. The first part is over on Becky's blog. There's going to be a link in one of the cards up above and down below, so you can get over there. So if you haven't seen part 1, hop over, watch part 1, hop back over, watch part 2. And so this is part 2. Becky, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself and your channel?
So I am based out of Metro Detroit. My channel is a family-friendly channel. We don't do as many toys as you at this point, although after this week we'll see about that. But we do a lot of travel, do some recipes, unboxings. There's a lot of dorky kind of Disney type
You do a
things.
lot of travel.
I do a lot of travel, but that's because we don't have kids yet.
Yeah, you do all over the place. It's like all these really cool, fun things I've seen you do.
So, like every 3 weeks right now, for the rest of the year, I'm on the road.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
email currently waiting for me to decide if I'm going somewhere next week.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to swing that right after this.
Oh, well.
But you know, we're at that stage, we don't have kids yet, so we can hop, or I can go while he stays home and does the responsible job.
Oh, okay.
So, you know.
Yes, I do both. The
Yeah.
responsible job and the fun job.
Exactly. But, you know, your wife,
Yeah,
she's
she also
working
works
as well.
too. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's how our kids can go to school.
exactly.
So, yeah.
So for me at this point, you know, it's still growing. I do have a series that hopefully I'll get to record soon, which is working through some World War II negatives that were my grandfather's.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I restored it when I was in college. I made sure and clean them up and saved them. But, you know, film will degrade over time, so we're going to start scanning them and showing in the processing. And they're all medium format.
Okay.
So we have everything from crash planes to inside concentration camps
Oh,
that
my goodness.
we're going to start rolling those out. Some of those
Yeah.
are not. I'm not going to put the really graphic stuff up.
Right.
But it's just a neat bit of history.
Is your grandfather still alive?
No, he died when I was 7.
Oh.
Yeah, and he
Okay.
would never talk about it.
No. Okay.
So,
Okay.
but for me, there's always this connection. And when I was in high school, I was in an international band, and in all of the cities that we went to with this band, like half of them were the cities that he toured in.
Oh, wow.
So it's this kind of
You have a
little
connection.
weird connection.
Sure.
Yeah.
So that's a new project.
It is a new project coming
And
up.
it's going to be a video project?
It is a video project, and some of it's going to hopefully eventually transition into a book, because I have photos from those locations from when I was 15. Granted, I'd like to go back and 20 years. But, and then I have the pictures that he took in the 40s in the same place.
Wow, okay.
So it's this really kind of weird, you know, little bit of history, but it's kind of really neat.
Yeah. Oh.
So, also we do some stuff with the bees and a few random bee
Yes,
items.
you raise bees.
I do.
And you make amazing honey. You
Yeah.
gave me some of that when we met in Branson.
Yeah, they
So-
got all over your luggage.
They got all over my luggage, yes.
So, yeah. So, you know, it's a little bit of everything.
Right.
But, you know,
Okay.
I try to keep it interesting.
Nice.
Kind of like my site's a lifestyle site, so I just kind of transitioned the videos into that too.
Cool. Well, speaking of transition, I'm going to transition from the sweets of the honey to the sweets that we have in front of us, because we did a whole interview and we had this in front of us, and it's very much a temptation, and we're going to eat some of this on here. We're here at the YouTube Space in New York, and downstairs is Chelsea Market, and in Chelsea Market we went to a number of the different places. We had
Japanese tacos,
Japanese inspired tacos for lunch, and then we picked up some dessert. And I got these donuttery, these tiny little donuts, and they're really, really tasty. So
and they have a cute little machine that makes
they
them.
do. It's a cool little machine. I might throw a little thing in there.
Little clip.
See a little clip so you can see it. But I am going to be mean now, and I'm going to ask you a question and eat this while you answer the question.
Oh, that's okay.
And I had the question in my head, and it just popped right up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no. Oh, you know what it is?
What?
Becky has just hit 100,000 subscribers.
Yes.
And it's sunk in yet.
No.
Elaborate.
How do you like that answer? No,
Elaborate.
The thing is, and it could be the Midwest in me, and I keep saying that it's, you know, it's really nice to know that I have that many people watching the videos and subscribing, but at the same time, I'm not going to let it go to my head.
Right, yeah, you're so down to earth that...
I try to be. I mean, I don't like attention at all, or being, you know... the center of attention, but to me it's nice, and it's nice that I can share this stuff, and it's nice that I have people following me, but at the same time it just seems weird that 100,000 people are subscribing and watching.
Right.
I would love for that to continue to grow. He did say we're at YouTube. I haven't received my email or my play button yet, so when that comes, I maybe feel a little different, and you'll see that go up in the office wall.
Yeah.
But
should go right up there.
right, it's gonna go right over that beautiful mural that we put up.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it just seems weird. It's a little disconnected, I think, because of social media and blogging and working on, the social platforms for so long.
Sure.
We have thousands of followers on all the channels or all the networks, and we don't really know them. So I think there's that little bit of disconnect.
Yeah.
So I think with that, maybe, once I get to know more, like I have a handful of the subscribers that I do know personally, obviously,
Sure.
But I think once that continues to grow, if I get to know them through the commenting and stuff, it might be a little different.
Right. So how do you you've been blogging for how long?
10 years.
10 years.
So,
okay.
Well, similar to your story, and this was in 2001.
Okay.
I think I'm doing that right. 2001, 2, and 3. I was working at a call center, or it was an answering service for doctors and things, not the bad kind of call center. And it was really bad because the sign outside said it was a message center. Okay. People would come knocking and asking for massages.
Oh my.
So, it could go really wrong.
Yeah.
But I ended up volunteering to cover the midnight shift until they got a replacement. Okay. Because somebody had quit randomly, and I ended up working midnights there for a year and a half, which I hated. 10-hour shifts. I was in college full time at Michigan State, and then doing that. But I was locked in this glass building, like I had to buzz people in, but I was by myself at night. So I was basically playing on Zynga and LiveJournal and teaching myself HTML. Sure. Because I didn't want it to look the same as everybody else. Yep. Those sites are all gone. Oh yeah, well I had GeoCities. See, I never got GeoCities. I think I might have had Blogspot at one point too, but I deleted them all, burned them to the ground. They're no longer out there. But yeah, yours is still there. But I taught myself how to code, learning the very basics, and then from there I, turned that into building websites when I was in college, and I paid some of my bills building websites and learning CSS and all of that. And then my blog that I have now, and where the name comes from, I started in, let me do math, 2011. 10, 11, something like that. 9, 10 years, something like that. When I hit week 99 of unemployment. When you hit week 99 of unemployment. I did not know what that name meant, and I had to ask you. I was like, what is most
that
people don't know, and it started as it started because and this is when you could get 99 weeks of unemployment. I think it's like 20 weeks now. Oh, okay. And I actually started the site on how to save money or how to do things frugally when you don't have money coming in. Oh, okay. So it was a deal site and a couponing site, and there was so much hustle in that to make pennies. Yeah. It was just not worth the amount of work. So over the years, it's kind of morphed and changed into what it is now, the lifestyle and travel and entertainment and all of that. So it's been a long journey, but I can mostly, I have a girl who hosts my site, and I fix everything before she gets to it. So, I send her a message. Well, I send her a message. I'm like, I'm going to do this. So if I screw it up, and I even keep my own backups because I don't trust anyone with my stuff. So, but that is where the name came from. Okay. So, cool.
So where do you want to see? You've got the project with the World War II images. What other video are you looking to do? What else are you looking to create? What are you going to put out there for your subscribers?
That's a good question because I really don't know. You are just going to keep eating in front of me. That is totally rude. I know that I'm probably still going to be doing partnerships with brands, and I would like to continue to do that. I am changing up some of the unboxings that I've been doing. I've done some recipes in the past, and they do okay. I like doing the automotive stuff, so I think a lot of that stuff's going to stay around.
Yep.
But I don't think my channel's ever going to turn into one that's going to have like sketches.
Right.
You know, that is not my style.
Sure.
Like,
No.
you know, I'm okay on camera, but I don't know that I'm very good with a script.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and that's something that we may do at some point with the kids. You know, they come up with ideas.
They might want to do that.
So depending on what the kids want to do, we'll do that. Like right now, it's just straight up unboxing stuff.
Yeah.
If you want, I'll talk for a bit. If you can have one, you can have
No,
one.
you're fine. You're fine.
All right.
I'm just going to drink some water.
Okay.
October, I am going to Chicago for the makeup show again.
Okay.
And the goal this past year was to do start doing kind of makeup tutorials for women in their 30s that were never taught how to do their makeup.
Oh.
Because there's a lot of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, granted, being a teenager in the 90s, we learned how to cake it on and put eyeshadow on, and that's about it.
Yep.
I'm not going to get into contouring because that's going away.
Okay.
That's what the makeup expert said last year, and I'm really hopeful. But
I have no clue what that is.
the Kim Kardashian makeup shop.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't pay attention to any of that. No.
Obviously, you don't do
Not
it.
my world.
No, and I don't tend to wear makeup a lot because one, my allergies are bad, and two, being gluten-free, a lot of makeup has gluten in it.
No, so you really, if you
Yeah.
did some discussion on gluten-free makeup,
Like
you
this
would
nail
get-
polish is gluten-free,
You would get.
which I didn't know was a thing until last year at the makeup shop.
Huh.
And it does touch your skin, and when you
Yeah.
get your nails done, if it has gluten in it, it can actually get in your system. Which I never knew that was an issue.
I didn't know that.
I never considered that.
Honestly, that's something I never considered either, and I've had two family members with celiac disease.
See?
So, yeah.
And this stuff is actually it's some of the best nail polish, and I don't usually do my nails, but so this is One Girl Cosmetics. So there you go, a little random plug.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think just grow the brand partnerships
Yeah.
and start. I would really, really love to start doing some DIY stuff around the house.
Oh, cool.
I had to take construction classes in college, so I know my way around a toolbox and power tools and all of that. I'm not afraid to do that. My garden is half tore up right now, but you know, everything.
My dad was a contractor, and I worked with him, growing up.
Yeah.
So I learned a lot of that stuff.
A lot of playing with the tools.
I did a lot of cleaning up,
Oh,
and a lot of running to the hardware store. But I also learned some stuff. So.
which is good because you can do some stuff, but your
Yeah.
dad still comes and helps you with things
Oh,
too,
yeah.
because
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
parents do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
No, he's come in. He's helped me with a few things, with projects that we've done around the house. Oh yeah.
One thing I am planning on doing in December is going to LA for a very specific red carpet.
So you are going to go to that.
If I can afford it.
If you can afford it.
If I can
Okay.
afford it, I am
Yeah.
going to be there because it's, I mean, they say it's the last Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, in a few years they're going to really.
Well,
There's
it's the
like
last real Star Wars.
Yeah, but there's 12 stories, aren't there?
No, there was always 9.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought there were more.
No,
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
I'm sure there was 9.
Okay.
It was always supposed to be 3 trilogies.
All right.
Yeah.
So.
But if suddenly comes up that there's going to be another trilogy, then that has been created by Disney. That was not George Lucas.
Would you put that past Disney?
No.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, not. It's not a bad thing, but
No.
like they've got a property that people love.
well, they own it too
Yeah,
now.
That's what I said. They've got a property,
Yeah.
that people love, and they just built, Galaxy's Edge.
And now, yeah, I was going to say
major
Florida's
parks.
opening soon, and I'm sure it's probably going to Tokyo or Shanghai too.
Right. So you're going to invest that much into it, and there's not going to be any more movies.
Right.
I mean, there are going to be a Star Wars story movies.
Yeah,
they've got
I'm sure
other there's a lot of those coming out, but actual Star Wars
trilogies
of that same group of people,
Not so much.
I'm not sure about that.
Well, and I mean, they
I'm
kind
hoping
of.
that they wrap it up,
Well-
and then you come up with other stories.
Yes.
Rather than keep taking those same people again and again, you can pull them into other stories, but not. I don't think to say this is another Star Wars trilogy. But
But
then,
we'll see. It's Disney.
of course, it came out. I watch it.
Of course you would.
Of course I would.
Of course you would. So there's that goal. I also would, ideally, it'd be expensive. It
Yeah.
will be expensive. My goal, and I have like 3 years left, I think, is to hit every Disney park.
Oh, that's cool.
I've
You have
been-
3 years left.
I
Is someone
gave
shutting
myself,
down?
no, I gave
Oh,
myself
okay.
a 5-year goal.
Oh, okay. Like,
I wanted to do
they're still gonna
all
be here
6 of
after
them
that.
in 5 years.
Ah, okay. And how many have you hit so far? 3.
Disneyland.
Did you do France?
Yeah, I did Paris.
Okay.
Yeah, Paris, and then Disney World, which I should be at Disney World if the budget affords it this fall.
Oh, cool.
I'm waiting until after hurricane season because I'm from the Midwest, and that scares the crap out of me. I know. Earthquakes and then hurricanes. No, I will deal with snow. I'll deal with the snow. I'll complain about it the whole time.
I'd say you have really nothing to worry about other than snow up at where I am, although there was a tornado a town over from me.
Tornadoes are nothing.
Oh, okay, they're nothing.
No, we have tornadoes all the time.
Oh, okay.
So tornadoes, we go outside and watch.
Hurricane,
Hurricanes scare the crap out of me.
tornadoes will come through and level the town like.
And hurricanes don't? No, the hurricanes do scare me.
Okay.
And then the fires and the earthquakes on the West Coast scare me. Although, were you there though?
Yes, I was there for the fires.
The fires. You weren't there for Trolls though, right?
No, I was there for Thor Ragnarok.
Okay.
And that was when the fires were.
Yeah, because they were when we were there a couple weeks before was for Trolls, and they were surrounding the Burbank area, and you could smell it in my hotel room. And we came home smelling like campfires, and the air quality was so bad, my allergies were off the charts.
Stuff was coming down in Disney.
Yeah,
like ash.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So,
any other questions?
You and I have done different press junkets and things like that, and we've gone to different cool things. What is the one that you found the best one that you ever went to?
That I went to, or that we went to?
That you went to. What is the best one that you've ever been to? What are the most amazing experiences? Whether it was somebody you met, or something you saw, or something you experienced.
Probably it would be the Pirates of the Caribbean trip that I did with Disney.
Okay.
Because that one, it was my first and only red carpet.
Okay.
That's the only one I've been to, which was the 5th movie in the series, so whatever.
Sure.
But it was still a red carpet, so that's kind of cool.
That's fun. Like I say, I've been to a bunch, I've only been to one. So
I thought you'd been to more.
I went to Thor.
I thought you had done some before that.
No.
Oh.
That was the only one I ever did.
Oh, but it was
one.
Marvel.
Oh no, I did the second one. I'm sorry.
You did Winnie the Pooh.
Robin. Yeah. Christopher Robin. Sorry. Which was different because it was on the Disney lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Each one was really special. So.
Yeah, and I know, if we're on the West Coast, the red carpet's no big deal because they do them all the time.
Right.
But for us,
right.
That's a really cool experience.
Yeah.
You
don't get that in Massachusetts, really.
No, or Detroit. Occasionally get them in Detroit.
You get Mark Wahlberg opening something down.
Wahlburgers.
Yeah. But that's not red carpet.
No, he does that.
Those are so good. Their burgers are awesome.
I've never been there.
Oh, yeah.
But that is the same trip we did. Okay, so actually there's 2. Sorry. That one we went to Walt Disney's office and toured that, the archives at Disney Studios. And I believe that was the same trip that we met the voices of Bambi and Thumper. The guys, they're in their 90s now.
Yeah, they gotta be old.
And my other friend that lives in LA knows Donnie, is it Duncan or Dugan, that did Bambi's voice. Okay. And it was the day before we got in early. We were having lunch, and Donnie and his wife were at the restaurant. So my friend ran and actually got his signature for me. So that sits up on the shelf behind me on the desk.
Oh, neat.
But we found out that he never told his wife. He never told anybody. Because when the movie was first released, they didn't have the names.
Okay, was he an animator and then they pulled his voice in?
No, he was a 4 or 5 year old kid.
Oh, okay.
He was the little Bambi.
The little Bambi. Okay.
And he never told anybody about it because they never put names on anything. And then he was a drill sergeant through the Army.
Oh my goodness.
So he didn't want anybody to know.
No, nobody would. You wouldn't want a drill sergeant to know that you were the voice of Bambi.
Right? You don't want your troops knowing this.
No.
And then he ended up, the only reason his wife found out, he was cleaning the attic and was throwing out boxes of stuff, and she saw them on the curb and she went through them, and they were stuff from Disney, signed stills, all this stuff from his childhood. He was just ready to pitch.
Oh my goodness.
So since then, he's embraced it.
Yeah.
And he's a really nice older gentleman.
Yeah.
And he has kids that write into him all the time, and he writes every kid back.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So that was really, really sweet. And the fact, and that was before we got to interview him.
Sure.
So then they had all these cards, and some of our PR rep friends from the company that brings us out there were just like, man, we wish we could have his signature.
Mm.
And I just couldn't let him know that I already had it in my bag. And then Pixar was really cool too, going to the Pixar campus.
Yeah, that was fun.
We didn't interview any of the cast for The Incredibles.
Oh, you went for Incredibles. I went for Monsters University. That was my first trip. Yeah.
That was your first trip?
My first trip was Pixar.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
Monsters
that campus
University.
is gorgeous.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was incredible. It was my birthday. It was my
Was it?
38th birthday.
See, and when we did the Doctor Strange, that was my birthday.
Okay.
33rd.
And then, which one did I go for my 40th birthday? Because I did my 40th birthday on one of the trips. Yeah. One of my favorite trips was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, no crap.
Yeah, well, that was one of the first, because I did Pixar, and then I did Guardians. And Guardians was just like, there were so many cool things, and I think we actually, if that was the trip that we did, S.H.I.E.L.D. as well. Because we went to the...
Yeah, you have a lot cooler trips than I do. I'm just saying. But that's okay.
That's all right.
That's all right.
So, I guess we're kind of...
We're just rambling. We knew we would.
We were rambling and talking, and who knows, that this could be all sorts of things. It could be outtakes, it could be whatever. But it could be
the whole
just
thing's
like little
outtakes.
things, pretty much. Yeah, so I thought I'd have more actual questions, and
I think we talk too much.
We talk too much, yeah.
Like in general?
Yeah. We've been talking for a while, and I think it's time that we probably wrap this up. This is the second part of a two-part series. If you didn't catch that at the beginning, I'm sorry you're catching that at the end, because there was part one over on Becky's channel.
Yes.
Becky, can you tell everybody where to find you?
On YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I think that's it. It's Week99er.
It's all Week99.
And then the website is Week99er.com, which WEEK99ER.
Okay,
Like the days of the week. So,
Right.
yes.
And this is Drew Bennett from BenSpark Family Adventures. You know that. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter as BenSpark, Facebook.com/BenSpark Family Adventures. And you can find me making videos all the time. Becky, thank you for joining me on this side. It was fun joining you on the other side.
No problem.
All right.
And now we're going to talk dorky stuff.
Thanks for watching.